Let's do this.
To Embiid.
Watch the pick. You see it.
Randall. Nice pass to set things up.
I love when bad shooters make shots. They run down the court saying, I should get the ball more. And that's when you say, no, you're open for a reason.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Antetokounmpo to Rubio. Valanciunas, top of the key. To Waiters. Rubio. "24-second violation." To Julius Randle. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Cavaliers with the basketball.
Defense, let's go.
Rondo, guarded by Looney. Shot from in close, no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Turns and slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
Rondo matched up with Kevon Looney. Spinning shot, won't fall. To Antetokounmpo. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Julius Randle. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down big. Nothing going here on that drive. Now pass taken away by Cleveland.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Cleveland has the basketball. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Valanciunas to Antetokounmpo. Joel Embiid pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Antetokounmpo converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Jonas Valanciunas with a piece. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. To Julius Randle. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Warriors basketball. To Adetokunbo. Stuffs it down with authority.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Rondo into the front court. They lead it by 14.
Screen coming, screen.
Screen coming. Rondo matched up with Kevon Looney. Wide open look, won't go. To Adetokunbo. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play, and the lead down to 11. Ball in possession of Cleveland.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Rubio. Stuffs it down with authority.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Kevon Looney sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Here's Rubio into the front court. His guys down by 9. You've got to get that one to go. To Embiid. It's a big finish.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Adetokunbo. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Embiid. No good. Adetokunbo, straight on look. To Valanciunas. Adetokunbo, down to Looney. Adetokunbo to Valanciunas. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Beasley. Kevon Looney tips it. Jonas Valanciunas with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Lead stands at 7. Short jumper misses. Giannis with it up top. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Lays it up and in.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Beasley to DiVincenzo. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Warriors have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo to Valanciunas. Oh, had him going there for a second. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To DiVincenzo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Whoops, that won't go. Oh, nice find for the basket.
The assist from number 1, Devin Turner.
Hey, stand up. Let's go.
3 quarters complete. The Cavaliers with the lead. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
DiVincenzo to Covington. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Rudy Gay to Young. Fires the 3, and Thaddeus Young. No one in his zip code hits the 3.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
To Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. To Young. Gets it in the right corner. Rudy Gay to Young. Pass stolen by the Cavs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Collison into the front court. The deficit is 6. Here comes the screen. Collison to Young. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Collison. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Thaddeus Young at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 67%. Rozier into the front court. Up by 3. Here comes the screen. To DiVincenzo. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Into the front court comes Collison. The deficit now up to 5. Aaron Baines powers it through.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Screen coming. Lamb against Rudy Gay. Good. Off a spin.
Bold. I'm sure his teammates and coaches were wondering why he'd do that now, but it worked.
Collison. To To Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay slams it down.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Cavs at the controls. To Julius Randle.
Come on, you're right. Come on, you're right.
DiVincenzo to Julius Randle. Here comes the screen. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Antetokounmpo to Valanciunas. Down for Looney. Ah, can't miss those. Rozier with it. Up 5. To Beasley. Defense making the ball carrier work. And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Giannis in control of the basketball. 5-point game. Ricky Rubio. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
And that's rebounded by Golden State. Nice pass to set things up. Rubio to Antetokounmpo. To Valanciunas. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw, good. Finishes off the three-point play. And we're tied up here in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers with the basketball. To Covington. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. To Antetokounmpo. Oh, had him going there for a second. Antetokounmpo. To Rubio. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Cleveland has the basketball. To DiVincenzo. Here comes the screen. DiVincenzo passed it off. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Giannis with it up top. Leads 3. To Rubio. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. To DiVincenzo. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
I told you the screen was coming.
Adetokunbo to Valanciunas. And look out.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Lets it fly from long range, knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
The drive, right to the basket. Looney shot, no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Rubio into the front court. His group now down 2. Get the cameras out, flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Adetokunbo. Rubio. To Adetokunbo. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To DiVincenzo. Gets it to go. The percentage line with the defense. The shooter strikes that time.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo to Valanciunas. Oh, he had him there for a second. Count the bucket for 2.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Driving right to the basket. Rozier rocking the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Adetokunbo. That pass stolen by the Cavs. DiVincenzo to Rozier. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Here comes the screen. To Embiid. And he'll head to the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Joel Embiid at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Here's Rubio up top. His guy's down 3.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
to Valanciunas. Oh, emphatic slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Shot from in close, no good. Young to Adetokunbo. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
DiVincenzo to Julius Randle. Picked up, here we go. That's a momentum play right there. DiVincenzo to Rozier. Knocked loose. Warriors have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Jonas Valanciunas, huge block. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Here comes the screen. Curling inside to Young for three. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good.
Cutter, good tag.
20-footer at the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer does indeed go down, but it's too little too late as this ball game is over. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they just squeak this one out by a point. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up on behalf of ESPN on EA Sports. I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.